childhood games or, schoolyard games, when you say that, the next goal wins and everyone seems to get motivated and heightened to achieve that goal, we take that one step further. Regardless of what the outcome of the game that we've had, here, next goal wins or a goal wins for us. We're just going to keep moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Pasefika Movie Starter Kit. You know what it is. I'm Marcus. That's Lance Politongo. Oh man, these are gonna be demented and deranged. I swear to God, bro. I swear.
No. It's late, but
we're gonna power through this, bro.
We're gonna break down this movie.
Hell yeah. The movie in question, we are talking about Next Goal Wins. Unfortunately, it's not the theatrical movie coming out, because that's coming out next week. When this comes out? Oh, this week. Whatever. I'll figure that out, bro. Who cares? No, okay, I should say that. I'm sorry. No, so we're watching today we're watching Next Goal Wins, the documentary. It came out on Netflix in 2014, and it's a film by Mike Brett and Steve Jamison, man.
Was it on Netflix in 2014?
It was, bro.
Nice.
It was. Yeah, it was.
I thought it was like a Pacific Islander release.
Oh,
but it was
man.
Being on Netflix, that's different.
It was on Netflix. Yeah, I don't know if it's still on there, but yeah, it was on Netflix, and I remember hearing about it and being super excited about it. I just, watched it then, and then I haven't watched it since, but it was
so you
great,
watched
man.
it when it towards the time when it came out?
Yep, towards then. Yep, for sure. I think maybe a year or two out, because it says 2014, but I swear to God I heard about it while out here, because in 2014 I was in Samoa.
Yeah, it was, and it says it was released at least at the Tribeca Film Festival, April 20th, 2014.
420? Oh, okay.
April 2014. Dang.
So you know what? Maybe it came out over there. Hey, you said at the Toronto Film Festival, TIFF?
Tribeca? Is that
Tribeca? Oh, okay. No. I think Tribeca is in New York. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Whatever. That doesn't matter. So they came out at the film festival in 2014. Maybe a year or two later, it came out on Netflix. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the synopsis of it, if you haven't seen the documentary Next Goal Wins, in 2001, American Samoa lost 31-0 to Australia. This is the worst loss in international football history. We're going to call soccer football because respect.
Yes.
And have been dogged. American Samoa team has been dogged by defeat ever since. They want to qualify for the 2014 FIFA World Cup, but they continue to lose. So to help turn their luck around, the Football Federation of American Samoa hired Dutch-born coach Thomas Rongen. I don't know if they say his name in this. Is it Rongen? They call him Thomas.
They call him Thomas. I said Rongen.
Rongen.
He wronging.
Which sounds more Dutch.
Wronging everybody. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he be wronging everybody.
Yeah, he be wronging. He just wronged everybody. He be wronging himself. No, I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, they just kept calling him Thomas. Coach Thomas.
Coach Thomas.
Yeah, so he's
over
Coach
the
Thomas
next 3
now.
weeks, Coach Thomas trains the team, introduces some players based overseas until they can equip themselves with pride at the qualifiers of the World Cup qualification in Samoa. Also, Jaiyah Saelua, a member of the squad since 2003, is a Fa'afafine and the first transgender player to compete in a FIFA World Cup qualifier.
Yep. Yeah, she's a beast, man. They really give her flowers throughout this movie. So yeah, we'll get into that for sure. Yeah, so that's the synopsis of the movie. That's what the theatrical release is based on. It's a true story. You know what I'm saying? We wrote down themes and what we thought, like what the themes of this documentary was, and there's a lot. I feel like there's a good amount. Like it's a great story of like perseverance. Acceptance of defeat, of loss, you know what I'm saying, of even something, even some like transgenderism, too. Like, they don't really touch. I mean, they kind of do, but they don't touch on it too much. With Jaiyah being a Fafafin, you know what I'm saying? And it plays a significant role in the story. So there is a good amount of like very, very heartwarming, very motivational themes throughout this movie, bro. Like, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So like, what else? What other themes did you like come across, or that you were thinking about when you were writing or when you were watching the movie?
Yeah, being that we're dealing with the biggest loss in international history, like a historic loss of international football. There is that nobody believes in us, or like the perennial losers kind of feeling, and digging yourself out of that, overcoming adversity, like historic adversity on some David and Goliath type.
Yeah.
If you watch the game, play to the final whistle, please. Oh my God. Do not stop playing before the game is over.
That's right. Yeah, they looked so defeated, and they were saying it too, like, "Oh, the game's not over. The game's not over. Keep going." Yeah. Okay. Yep. Play to the final whistle for sure, bro.
And definitely with it. It's a sports documentary. And all sports, like you have your teammates, and your teammates become your family, and really that sense of bond and trust that you have with your teammates that become your family. Yeah, sports family, I guess the theme, maybe.
Yeah. You played sports in high school, yeah? You played football?
Yeah. Sports, football, basketball. I sat bench on baseball. I was never good at baseball. That shit comes at you fast.
Man, yeah, baseball's hard. It's so fucking hard.
But definitely. And Forrest, shout out to freaking Forrest on the Polynesian podcast. He's a coach, right? So he has like, come on, that real rah-rah, we're a team like sense, and like play for the team, play for your brother. Look to your left, look to your right. You're playing for them, they're playing for you. Us together, let's go. I'm like,
I want to shoot a basketball right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro, that's hard.
That's sports.
Sports. Yeah, bro. Yeah, sports. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I could definitely identify with the camaraderie that they showed on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like they seem so close. You know what I mean? Like they really seem to just have each other's back, and I really like that. I really identify with that. It was good to watch, man. Especially for like a sport I don't really watch like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't watch football like that. You know what I mean? So football. You know what I mean? So it was cool to see, man, and just knowing that American Samoa has a soccer team, bro. I mean, a football team, bro. That shit is hard.
It's man, just seeing the setting of it all. I think they're playing at Pago Field. They're inside of like the harbor kind of area, so it's surrounded by like the background of these lush green mountains. So they're like dribbling on this field that's like half dirt or whatever. It might be washed out, it might be dirted out, but the background is just these majestic rolling mountains of trees, and I miss that so much.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like, man. So much
nostalgia. It takes forever to get anywhere there, but it looks good the whole time. You're either looking at mountains or rolling waves of the ocean. Shout out to American Samoa.
Yeah, shout out to American Samoa. Yeah, that was very nostalgic for me too, bro. Seeing that shit, like especially that scene at the beginning with the bus, the Lauli bus. I was like, oh yeah,
we are here.
Yeah, bro. The other things like that popped up while I was watching the movies, like this like clash of cultures, right? And we get into, you know what I'm saying, a huge clash, like a huge culture clash for who we talk about later on, the international coach that they bring on to help the team with the qualifiers. Like it was great to see him take something new, take something that he learned from coaching this team. You know what I'm saying? Especially someone coming from all the way from Amsterdam. He's from the Netherlands and stuff. So for him to see like our culture, up close and personal, it was awesome to see. You know what I'm saying? So the good old clashing.
That change in both him and the team. Well, definitely the team, right? But what you may not expect is that the coach also learned something, right? The students teach the teacher.
Exactly.
That was very, yeah, heartwarming seeing that.
Yeah,
All the
bro.
mean
Yeah.
coaches like, oh, my players are great. I love them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
The next goal wins. What do we got? The 2014 of who made this freaking movie?
Yeah, we got Mike
It's
Brett
from
and Steve
Britain.
from Brit. Yeah, the damn Brits. Leave us alone, bro.
They're like, we heard there was a very bad football team.
Yeah.
Mike Brett
Exactly.
and Steve Jamison, produced by Kristen Brody.
Right.
Yeah. Archer's Mark, Angie Films, K5 International. Won awards, 4 or 5 stars, like overwhelmingly positive reviews from both critics and audiences.
Yeah.
For this documentary. If you haven't seen it, definitely should. It's a very good story, and if you are a Pacific Islander, you'll definitely be able to relate to a bunch of the themes, a bunch of the characters, a bunch of the ways that you can tell that the Islander society reacts around them. Like they go to church before they get sent out to the South Pacific Games, before they go to the World Cup qualifier. Like their church is praying for them, and they're getting sent off at the airport by people. Yeah,
the governor came out, he had his little speech with them too, praying for him. So yeah, bro, it's a great movie. It's a great documentary, man. So, we'll just kick it off with, the good old scene by scene. This isn't a typical like scene by scene either. It's not a scripted, it's not scripted or anything. There really isn't any characters, but like just the people in here, the cast, it's really not much to, just talk about the big moments within this movie, like I'm cool with that. We don't this isn't Siona's wedding, bro.
right. There's not like, there is like I guess a setup and a way the story is being told through the documentary team. But it's not like there's a villain and they're gonna meet at the end, there's gonna be a huge battle or anything. But
there's definitely character arcs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's definitely character arc in here. There's definitely a story being told here, besides the overarching story of, American Samoa's soccer team. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot going on in this movie. So, we could just start from the beginning. What's up?
It starts with them like replaying the worst international football loss in World Cup qualifying history.
That shit broke my heart for Nicky, bro. God bless it, bro.
Shout out to Nicky Salapu.
Man,
in Seattle, came back, was the goalkeeper for the match when Australia scored 31 goals. And they just like, man, they just walked into the box and there was there was no defense.
No.
It was
it looked very ugly.
They said it later, like the players from American Samoa struggled with like conditioning. And for as much running and movement as there is in like international soccer, damn, I goes. It's just
okay.
Not really what we do. Like there's not a lot of track stars or like long distance runners.
I'm not a runner, not a track star.
Endurance runners in American Samoa. That's
bro.
Much more power. Like let's do like offensive linemen or something like that. So you see the Australia team like laughing and like just continuing to kick in goals and stuff, and you just feel the humiliation and like
oh my god,
when feels like it's never gonna stop.
When they zoomed in on that picture of the Australians looking back, like you could see it in their faces, they were just like, bruh. Like they captured it so well, man, and I felt so bad for Nicky Salapu, bruh, because he just looked so defeated. And that last shot right before the movie starts properly, when he just falls to the ground, just hurt, bro. It's just hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, great start to the movie. I'm invested already. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm super invested in like a bad way though. Like, I'm just like, man, fuck that. Man, get that. We need our get back, bro. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
It says Australia 31, American Samoa 0, and I'm just like, oh well, let's show me something that's gonna change that result.
You know what I'm
Please.
saying?
I need a story.
Yeah,
I need
bro.
a training camp. I need a freaking running montage. Whatever needs to happen.
Yeah.
For oh my gosh, 31-0.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. 31 touchdowns in football versus 0. See, like something like that. Imagine that.
Yeah, but each touchdown is 6 points. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they'll run it up, but, you know, that score will look disgusting. But, I mean, 31 goals, 1-point goals, bro. You know?
One
like,
each.
You know? Oh, God, bro. And it's, I think, what? How long is each half? Like an hour?
45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Still, bro, I can't run for more than 5 minutes without dying, bro. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a huge pitch. Like, the field is, I think, wider even than a football field. So you've got so much more field. The whole time you have to be running. The ball is live the entire time.
Bro.
There's not no dead balls. Okay, start. Okay, stop. Okay, start. Okay, stop. No, it's go. The whole time. That's why I don't play it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, among other things, that's why I don't play it. Besides, I suck at it. I'm terrible with my feet, and
don't
also
have
the running.
Fucking 10 friends,
bro. I don't have 10 friends to start a team, bro.
So many people.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with all that, like after they show the loss to Australia, that's when we get a proper introduction to you know, the bigger players on the team, very important players on the team. We're also introduced to what was his name? Yes, the Football Federation, right? For American Samoa, the representative, Tavita Taumua. We're introduced to, again, Nicky Salapu, and the old coach who was also there for that defeat by from Australia was Ace Lalonga Fuafua. And you know, they're just talking about how it was, you know, when it happened there, you know, their mindset now and the state of the team, the state of that current team in 2014 versus then. You know, people were very, you know, they seem very excited to try and go for it again, you know?
Yeah, for decades, I think for a decade, they hadn't scored a goal. They definitely hadn't won a game, right? You can't score, you can't win.
Yeah.
So they're not out there for like the recognition and the accolades. They're out there because they love playing freaking football. Like that's that's why the American Samoa team is out there. It's like they want to represent their country and they love the sport. It's not because of like all the money they're making, because they're not. They're last in the world. In FIFA rankings. Like that's so
yeah, a lot of those guys they have work. They were saying that too. Like a lot of them have jobs. A lot of them, you know, a lot of them are young. They had just gotten out of high school. So if they're not going into the military or whatnot, you know, they're not leaving the island, then they have jobs. So they go to work, and after work they have practice. You know what I'm saying? Like these are just regular Joes, you know, coming in to play the sport and try to represent their country, you know. And damn, bro, more power to you, bro. Because God, man, they tried. Did they, bro? They tried hella hard, bro.
They tried for like 29 minutes a half, but those 29 minutes out of the 45 were like really what Samoans are all about, right? We're gonna give you 110%. We're gonna go hard for the team. We're gonna try to represent for our people. Yeah, and we're gonna go until we're freaking can't go anymore. And that unfortunately happens every game before the end of the whistle. They run out of energy, they run out of gas, and then people just start scoring on them. You're talking about like the cultural translation and stuff that gets lost, like when we get another coach. They even bring in other coaches from off island.
Right.
Other sports psychologists.
Freaking Larry Manao and Justin Sua.
Yo,
respectively.
I follow Justin Sua on Instagram. What a great follow, right?
Okay, yeah.
He missed the mark here.
You heard that, bro? You heard him?
No, like this is And you can see it in the documentary when he's talking, and he's talking about Mount Everest and this blind man who eventually like scaled Mount Everest, right? And how he did it. And he's explaining how rare that is. Like people that can see barely go up to Mount Everest. Like, so how this blind guy do it? Just using that as this motivational story. Now I just put one foot in front of the other. So all you got to do is just do this. And it doesn't look like the message is being received. Like they're just kind of waiting for this guy to finish talking so they can get back to practice.
Man, what?
But he's trying to hype them up, right? He's trying to plant this seed of motivation and like make them believe in themselves so they can become better physically. It starts mentally, but they're just like, you talk English really fast, and I'm gonna take that as disrespect. So, or they're just like tuned out radio. They're not really hearing the whole message. But and another thing he said was like, your guys are so special because no one thinks you're good.
Yeah, thank you, like, Justin. Thank you for telling me that, bro.
Because no one knows you. I was like, yo, I get what you're saying, but that is not.
Bro, that's what I'm, man.
They're just like, oh, yeah, right. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you,
We're
man.
Historically forgettable. Got it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, fucking the opposite effect of what he was trying to accomplish, bro. That is far from motivating, bro. If a psychologist was in there trying to tell me some shit like that, I'm just like, bruh, please get the hell out. I want to go practice with my guys now. Fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to hear this bullshit. That shit hurts, bruh. What kind of shit is that?
It's like a mandatory meeting they had to go to, but they're like, but. Justin Sua on Instagram. Go ahead and follow him if you're
Oh damn,
bro. World Series champion Justin Sua. Like, he's the sports psychologist for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think they won like the World Series within the last couple of years.
Hey, you know, you could have added, you know what I'm saying, American Samoa soccer team to the accolades, all right? But that speech just knocked you out of contention, dog. Because that's just crazy. Oh, man, I'm just kidding. Justin Sua, don't beat me up, Brian.
Hey, Justin Sua, come on the show, man.
Yeah, come on the show, bro. Come on, man. Talk about it.
I'd rather have him than Larry Manoa.
Yeah, bro. Larry, bro, what the fuck? So, Larry Manoa, right? Larry Manoa? Let me see. Larry Manoa. So he's a volunteer coach coming from, I think, Seattle also. I think he came in with Nicky. And man, you know, I can see why he's a volunteer coach because what the hell, man? Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. And look, I know he had great intentions for the team and he wants to see them win. He wants it, man, but I don't know, he just didn't have the right, I don't know, expertise.
I don't think they believed in him.
They didn't seem to believe in anything he was trying to like do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just yelling at them. He yelled a lot, bro. Yeah, definitely yelled a lot. And I'm just like, bro, that doesn't look like sound leadership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know who else I wanted to see more of was the old coach, that dude Ace. Yeah. You know, I really liked him as a dude. He just seemed so quiet and he seemed to just, you know, keep to himself, very humble, and you could tell that defeat by Australia really hurt him too. You know, he was there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see more of that, and just Larry just seemed to just take over in a not so great way. You know what I'm saying? So
Ace is played by cousin Polo.
Oh, really? David Fonte? Oh,
yeah.
What?
David Fonte is going to be Ace in the next Go Win movies. But
nice.
I wonder if anyone is going to be Larry. I would need to check. I don't know if Larry made it to the movie. That's crazy. Like, no, he was like yelling at him and like talking shit and like, I don't know if it was even, I wouldn't even say it was like drill sergeant kind of. It lacked drill sergeants, it doesn't like the whole essence of it. It was just like the angry talk, demeaningness, and not like the structure build up. Like I'm sure Larry wanted to be like, you know, keep your eye on the ball, like I always tell you. But he was like, "What did I tell you? Keep your eye on the ball." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, I understand why these guys aren't going all out for you because, and like, yeah, he's talking about, oh, I don't understand all of Samoan, but I can hear you talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can
Damn.
understand, and I see why they might be doing that. Because
Right.
this guy is over here expecting a higher standard, but not necessarily like helping them out, helping them get there. Just like
Yeah.
yelling at them, berating them for not achieving what they can't yet do. It's like,
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't know what you want us to do. Like, you say it's so easy, but it's not easy to freaking run around here and guard these guys, tackle, get the ball, score. Like, it's easier than you just yelling how it should be.
And that was like another, it was like another like moments of levity when it like showed Larry trying to like talk to his team, because man, he had the wildest quotes, some of the wildest quotes throughout the entire movie. Yo, I got you right here. I wrote a couple myself, bro. This fool said, 16 minutes into the movie, this fool, they're in the locker room, right? They're in the locker room and they had just suffered a loss. I think it was to New Caledonia. I think it was New Caledonia. It was in the South Pacific Games where they didn't win any of their games. It was 5 of them. And it was in the locker room during that. And he is going off on one of the players, Patsy. He was going off on the player and he said, Patsy, I will give you a camera. Next time you can take pictures on the field because you are never watching the ball. And I was like, damn, bruh. What the feezy, bro? I don't want to hear this shit, bro.
Yeah.
But then he said something before that, which just kind of threw me for a loop too. When you wrote this shit down, I was like, "What the hell?" And then it happened. I was like, "Oh God, yeah, I'm not getting motivated by this guy ever in my life." This fool said they needed 9 goals today. You gave them only 8. It's a step in the right direction. I was like, "Thanks, coach. A small step.
Step in the right direction."
Yeah, thank you, Larry.
Guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, I don't care how many times you say "let's go," it's not gonna work. You're not instilling that confidence. You're not doing anything to actually help out and make them better. So,
exactly.
I understand why he went back to Seattle and they had to call another coach. Before they do I think they go to Jaiyah Amisone. It's like Samoa High School tsunami drill.
Yep.
They talk about the tsunami. Was it 2008?
08. 08, 09.
And how it slammed the island. Over 100 people passed away. Entire villages, just like cars. Like they show some of the footage from there. The cars just like in buildings and stuff. And I forget like how crazy that was and how it affected us. Cause like I remember being there, right? And I was inland, so it didn't, like I don't remember any of that. But then there's a whole other side where people had to deal with 20-foot waves and remember that. Oh yeah, the wave hit the top of that valley over there. Like that's wild to me.
Man, yeah, I remember hearing about that when we were in Texas, and we donated some stuff to Red Cross, and then when I moved to Samoa, like I remember being told that it was pretty bad out here, but Bongo got hit the worst, and every time we drove by Bongo, and I would see it, and I'm just like, God bless it, bro. God damn. And then Pago Field, you know what I'm saying? That's where they practiced at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, man. Like it was I don't know, man. When I seen that part when I seen the tsunami part, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that fucking happened, bro.
They keep getting us with this documentary.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, you know what else? They're overcoming this like devastating natural disaster that rocked their freaking homeland.
And by the time of this movie, or when it takes place, like for these games, the qualifiers, it had only been 6 years, so it's still pretty fresh. So, it was cool to see. It was cool to see like JR. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to see JR being the teacher, though. Like it really like hammers home the point that a lot of these players are just regular Joes. You know what I'm saying? And having his having his kids or having like the entire island do the drill, like it was, I don't know, man. It was great. It was cool to see.
Yeah, that's another. They're able to like tap into to do like local Islander interviews, like about that situation and all what happened. So. And
Yep.
definitely seeing kids from Samoa on a high school, boo. But just like a high school on an island, that was also nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right before that though, this is like the first time they introduce Jaiyah and what Fa'afafine is, like transgender, the third gender, and how they're like males, women expected to do both stuff. They can do all sorts of things, and
Right.
their place in our culture and community. Like they're accepted. It's not like people don't hate on them. They're just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, they're there.
Yeah.
And Jaiyah talks about how special
Excuse
it is
me.
to be on the football field where she's just a soccer player. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, you're a girl or you're a man. You're
Right.
this or that. We're here to play football, and that's what,
Yeah.
like was the love of the game.
Yep, the boys really accepted her. The team accepted her. You know what I'm saying? They never looked at her any different. The only thing is they were doing, excuse me, they were doing what they call like dead naming. You know what I'm saying? It's when they call them by, it's when they call you, when you call a transgender person by their given name, their birth name. And, it's little things like that where like they didn't harp on it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they say it in passing. She talks about it in passing. Like, yeah, they'll call me Johnny out there in the field, but I don't hear it because I'm so used to Jaiyah. You know what I'm saying? It was little things like that where, like, I knew it would be like a point that would keep coming up within the movie, you know what I'm saying? Especially because of her role on the team and what she does during the qualifiers, because she is a fucking beast, bruh. She is a beast, you know what I'm saying? So, she played a huge part in this movie and on that team. So it was great to like, spotlight her in that way, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Jaiyah, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like she's always been a good ambassador, and just like a good example. Like you can look to her as like, especially for Fa'afafines or transgender people, to have been in the press all this time and to be the first transgender to play in a World Cup qualifying. Transgender person to play in a World Cup qualifying match, the history of that, and how other people can see her as representation, not just us, not just Islanders, right? So a huge beacon, and also a huge shout out to her for carrying that torch all this time. And then again with the movie coming out, it's a whole nother section of people are learning about her history and importance and being inspired by that.
Man, so, what, bro? Yeah, bro, this shit's hard.
Big part of the movie, big part of our people too. Shout out to Jaiyah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jaiyah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dead naming, like it was. I feel like it was the coaches, right? Like I feel like the players were. That's
Jaiyah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
maybe even like that's our
coaches.
brother, but like more in the sense of like that's our teammate, but also they recognize her as that's our sister.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a good job of showing how close those guys were with her. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do anything like that to be disrespectful to her at all. Right. It literally was the coaches, And I don't want to put that too much on the coaches because they're old and they don't really understand. As much as Larry Manao wants to say that he's Samoan, I mean, I guess you are, but bro, you just didn't seem to understand the camaraderie that this team had with Jaiyah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, bro. But
his first line is, "Well, I'm Samoan, so."
So what? You know what I'm saying? So what, guy?
I think they were like asking him, and I was like, where are you coming from? Like, you're from Seattle or something? He's like, no, I'm Samoan, so I'm just an off-island resource. Luckily, Larry goes back to Seattle, right? Yes. And the players talk to Tavita, the federation head, the Football Federation of American Samoa, and they say, yo, we need some help. Something needs to happen. We need someone to come in here and really help coach us up. So Tavita puts the call up to the Soccer Federation, the U.S. Soccer, and they put out a job posting for the American Samoa national team coach. And one person applied for it.
One person applied for it.
And
some
that is
freaking
Dutch-born.
Amsterdam is the best. Thomas Rongen. I'm sorry. They just called you Coach Thomas.
Because, yeah, they probably didn't even know how to pronounce it themselves.
For real. But yeah, Coach Thomas is now introduced to the movie. And there's a shift, right? You could feel that, right? That shift from like we know that Larry wasn't that great of a coach, but you have hope that like this dude who has experience in Major League Soccer, you know what I'm saying, being a part of pretty big teams, you know what I'm saying, that he can come in and make a difference, you know. And so now we have Coach Thomas Rongen over here, just doing things, bro, doing things that are just out of style to Samoans just in general.
Yep.
There's a part where what was it so he got into an argument with Tavita in front of the entire team. Like he was there. So in the beginning, you know, when he first comes out, he's very hostile. He's not hostile, but he's very strict. He's very hard on them. You know what I'm saying? He has very high standards and he wants them to meet them. You know what I'm saying?
True. International soccer standards, like,
bro,
great players, European soccer.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very understandable why he is the way he is as far as a coach. You know what I'm saying? But another thing of culture clashing, right? When he comes into a brand new place and, you know, and also the color of his skin doesn't really help his cause either. Like, oh, shoot, it doesn't really help his cause either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it was like a clash of cultures between like this guy coming in from the Netherlands who has experience in like international play, coming to this small island of people who just really just identify with their own. You know what I'm saying? So to have this dude coming in from all the way over there, yelling in their faces, getting in their faces over some shit that they've been doing for a long time, like it's an adjustment on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So we get a quick little introduction to Thomas Rongen as he's, you know, kind of berating his players and trying to hold them up to this international style, you know, standard of play. But it's like,
great. Yo, and you talked about it. These are just regular Joes, right? These are teachers. These are parents. These are like people with day jobs, night jobs,
bro,
coming off of graveyard shifts straight to practice, like,
bro.
People that love the sport and want to represent for American Samoa. But American Samoa already has a small player pool. Like, it already is underfunded for a long time. It's not been hyped. So all these things are like, it makes sense that there is not a lot of attention and not a lot of like.
That's a great point. Great point.
Luster around it.
Right.
People aren't really fucking with football. They want to play football, like American football.
They want to play American football. Yeah,
the excitement is the money, you know, the way to get off island. Like, not a lot of people are taking a soccer scholarship like out of Pago Pago. Like,
getting a they're not getting one. Like, there's really not a lot getting passed out.
Probably gonna have to be football. So it does make sense that, you know, people aren't really rocking with the Soccer Federation in American Samoa, and that's right. You do start to feel that turn. Like, even the song they picked, it was like, I forget what it is, but it's like while they introduced it, was more upbeat, and it did feel like a total turn. And like how things were going. But you're introduced to this like old white muscly guy, super skinny but old, right? And you do see that culture clash when he's like arguing with him in front of the players. Like, it's like some dinner or something, but all the players are seated outside along this long table. And the Soccer Federation representative or president is yelling at the coach of like, hey, you have to do this. He's like, I don't want to do that. You got to tell me about that earlier. It's the president. It's of the Soccer Federation. I don't care.
And I think what they were arguing about was practicing during the SAW.
Oh,
I think that's
something
what it was.
about church, right? You got to pull
Yeah.
them before, but don't mess up my practice.
Yeah, like during like what is it, 6 o'clock when they ring the bell, and that's another thing too. There's a couple of moments in the movie where they're ringing the bell for the saw. So I think that's what they was arguing about. Is like, bro, I'm not going to stop practice just because they ring that bell. And I think that's another moment of culture clash. You know what I'm saying? Like that fool Thomas does not understand the value of the saw, bro. Like, bro, those boys in New Uli will beat the shit out of you if you're not staying still. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't understand that, bro. So, so when they were arguing about that, like, yeah, I mean, at first you see two fools, arguing over what seems like nothing. But what they're really arguing about is something deeply ingrained in our culture out there, which Thomas didn't understand at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting to see, man. It was interesting to see and see how it would play out. You know what I mean? So
those differences really do highlight and show like just how different things are, like and how people react, like foreigners react to shit that's just everyday stuff to us, like the saw or not being able to buy beer on Sunday or nothing happening on Sunday. Like that's all regular to us, but like other people come down and they're like, what do you mean we can't go drink vodka on the beach? And it's like, I'm on vacation. It's like, not on Sunday, bro. You better
you know what I'm saying?
hop in the back of this truck and get to church with me. Come on.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was really interesting to see that, And another thing too that probably will get brought up later is that he's not even religious. That dude, Coach Thomas is an atheist. He identifies as an atheist. So for him to come down to American Samoa, where religion is so tied to our culture, like, that's got to be another thing that he's got to wrap his head around too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just this culture that you have gotten yourself into. I mean, you're the only applicant, bruh. You're the only applicant to come down to this island and help with this team. So, bro, you know what I mean? There's some concessions you're going to have to make too. But exactly, bro. What did you sign up for? But there's also going to be some concessions that you have to make for yourself, bro, to really get to know your team.
The coach is training up the team, right? He lets them know during a meeting. Oh, his wife is there with him.
Yep.
Shout out to Gail. And he's talking to the team. This specific scene might be later, but he tells the team about his daughter, Nicole, and how she passed away in a car accident years ago. And so now him and his wife, they are together, and like she's his rock, and they're always together, but they try to just live out Nicole's saying, and that's anything is possible. You just have to find a way to do it. And they just continue to do stuff to try to remember her and keep her memory alive. Yeah, and I feel like that's part of that's another part of this journey. You learn about the coach, and like he's not just some hard ass that's trying to be there to improve their soccer. He's also the person with a history or the family. And that's when you start to see the team, the coach, they start to like kind of mold each other, learn from each other more. And it becomes a lot more comfortable through all like the training montages and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff where he's yelling at them. Oh, another thing, my guy's got a cup in his hand almost any time he's outside.
When I seen that, I thought I was tripping. I was like, what does he have that cup for? That can't just be water, bro.
That can't be water. That's not a water. It's not a water cup, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's a plastic hand-sized cup. What is that, like a pint or two?
Like a red Dixie cup.
And sometimes it was a red Dixie cup.
Come on, man.
No one drinks water out of a red Dixie cup.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? So
hey, I think give me some water with my nice red plastic.
Yeah. It smells like vodka, bro. But so I think that part when he was talking about his daughter, really like endeared himself to the team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it definitely endeared me to him. because he just came off as like some douche from freaking Europe over here trying to talk to my Usos like this, you know what I'm saying? And my sister Jaiyah, bro. You know what I mean? But then, once he started really opening up to his team, and it really just endeared him to everyone there. So yeah, you definitely see the shift in attitude and style of play from these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were definitely practicing harder. What happened?
Also, he, like, early on, he says, yo, the talent level here is not great. I need to make some calls.
Yeah.
So he actually Ralston Masaniai from Phoenix, and then Ramin Ott from Fort Campbell in Kentucky.
Yeah,
my guy, like, his wife was pregnant.
Man,
he was like, but the team needs me.
Yeah, man. Look,
oh, that was tough, bro.
Look, man. I feel out of my depth with talking about this shit. I don't have kids, bro, but I just would not leave my pregnant wife to go play football for my team. I don't know, man. But then it was like another thing of like still pursuing what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole bunch of life stuff, man. Come on, Raymond.
Ramin? Yeah. Is it Raymond?
Raymond?
It might be Raymond. Sorry.
You ought to stay home, bro, because that's crazy, bro.
I feel like his wife was like being passive aggressive, or at least like telling him like, yeah, his daughter's mad because he just left. I was like,
what?
I don't think she's like fully supportive of you just leaving while she's pregnant, dog. And he's like, it's okay. I was like, all right.
Are you sure it's okay, bro? I don't know, man. She doesn't seem too bro, there's a part where she was what did she say? She was talking about him being, what was it? She said that he seems more excited to play soccer than, be home and be a father. And I was like, oh,
and then did the camera slide to him, and he was just like,
yeah,
or something like that. And he was like,
that's the Samoan laugh right there.
I'll be home in time. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go do this thing that I want to do.
Yeah, man.
Good thing it worked out.
Yeah, for real. Hey, shout out to our women who hold us down while we over here still trying to pursue our dreams.
We'll hold you down back. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Just just a 10-year plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, things just gotta pop off.
I was listening to the Pago podcast. It was like, hey, if your girl cheated on you, would you tell the cheater's wife? I was like, my goodness. But it was just like, I lost my train of thought. Listen to the Pago podcast.
Shout out to the Pago podcast. Wait, y'all was talking about that, bro? Oh, was y'all going into an argument about that? I'm sorry,
No. I just heard it today, and I was like,
oh, okay, good.
I was about to tie it into something we were just talking about, but then I like totally lapsed on it. But yeah, Pago podcast plus the Patreon.
Yeah,
freaking Ralston, Raymond are there. In American Samoa now. They've joined the team, so they're taking some starting spots.
Yep.
And these are like, they played semi-pro or have been like probably better players.
So Ralston played, I think, overseas for a little bit. He was cut, but he definitely had an elevated skill set compared to everybody in American Samoa. He's still youngish and still, he can still put in work. With Raymond, wherever he was stationed at, like, he was like recruited to play for his post, where he was posted at. So he had been a fan of football for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I think he played in Samoa. He said that he snuck away from his grandma's house to go watch games and stuff. And I think he said something about his older brother was playing, or it was like his older brother's team or something like that.
The game that he actually ended up was his brother's soccer game, and he was like, "Oh, right, play too." Yeah, and that's where it started. And then he was stationed in South Korea or somewhere else, where like he played for the base, like he represented their team, and then people were like, "Oh, you're Samoan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you don't look Samoan. He's like, I
Yeah,
am. He's like, well, Samoans don't
Mexican.
play soccer.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we do. You just don't know yet.
Yeah, that's a great quote, actually. That's a really good quote. Yeah, that's a really good one.
Actually. You just don't know yet. I feel like, oh, you guys can't be in movies. Oh, you guys can't be comedians. Oh, you guys can't be singers. Oh, you guys can't be writers. Like,
we can be all of that and more,
you
bro.
just
You
haven't
don't
seen it yet. Let me show you.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, pay attention, goddammit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not playing around here, bro. Yeah, his story kind of tripped me out, bro, because I was like, man, you know, you're leaving your pregnant wife to go do this, and that's cool.
If I feel like, hey, if your pregnant wife is like, go pursue your dreams,
know what I'm saying? Man, what?
You go, I love you, baby. You go and do your life. But if she's
then,
yeah, I didn't hear anything about this before today.
Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck, bro?
He was like, nah, I need to go make history.
Yeah.
Hey, he got on the plane, he went back home, and he was like, I'm about to freaking do this.
You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, in a way, he did make history, bro. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. She was probably mad that they won. She's like, damn it.
Fuck.
Damn it. Listen to this forever. But, yeah. Also, freaking Ace leads Coach Thomas up Mount of Lava for like a 2-hour hike.
Yeah.
And then he freaking scales this water tower mountage, rusty ass.
His old ass should not have been up there, bro. That looks like a recipe for disaster, bro.
You're gonna die on camera. Oh my god, you're gonna fly all the way down here to fall off a Mount of Lava waterfall. Like, oh no.
Yeah, that part was cool too when they made it to that part that wasn't the highest point, but he was, it wasn't the highest point yet, but he got there.
Asked in the subtitle, is this the highest point? Yeah.
Yeah, that fool Ace did not give a damn.
Yeah, I made it. And he's like, oh, we're about an hour out. He's like, what?
Yeah. Ace straight lied to this fool. Made him take his shirt off and put it on the tree. And he's like, man, look at this guy. Fucking idiot. We got another hour.
Oh my god. He was like, I claimed this for Dutch.
Yeah.
I was like, you better get your fucking Dutch shirt off of my American Samoa coconut tree.
You know what I'm saying?
What you claiming, bro? None of this is for you, okay? You're a visitor. Don't get your fucking flag shirt off.
For real, bro. Before you get badass sunburn, you know you're gonna fucking spontaneously combust, bro. If you don't put that shirt back on, bro.
Sunburns
relax.
Are the worst.
Bro,
Luckily,
is it?
Hella raining in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the specific time period, like during hurricane season where this happens, but it's raining all throughout this freaking movie.
Man.
A lot of it. A lot more than I thought it would. But it does lead...
What?
Oh, to this flooded field slide tackle segment of the documentary.
Yeah.
Which is like slip and slide, water slide, having fun out in a field.
Yeah, it showed the difference between Coach Thomas and Larry, bruh. Like, Coach Thomas was actually in the trenches with them doing the slide in the mud, showing them how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Larry just was yelling at these fools. Like, that part really endeared me to Coach Thomas too. Like, I feel like that's the difference between not just good coaches but good leaders. Like, bro, I respect the leaders who are in there in the trenches with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to work security at a big box fucking store. I'll just say it. I don't work there anymore. Target. I used to work security at Target, and I had bosses in there who would just tell us what to do. Be Larry's, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that I always gravitated to were the ones who were actually in our ears, like, hey, do this, and that, and then be on the floor with us, doing the shit with us. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that part specifically. I was like, oh yeah, see, that's how you know that fool's a pretty damn good coach, man. He's over here just being in the field with him. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, that was a great moment to see.
Yeah, it's just he's out there in the rain. He's out there soaking wet. But by this time, you see the team is like starting to listen, right? They're like also trying to make the directions work, the instructions, the coaching work. Like slide, and you're gonna go this way. You're gonna kick the ball away from the goal. I feel like do we see this for the game winner with Jaiyah when she kicks the ball away, something like this?
Oh
Like that
yeah,
might
okay.
be some of this coaching directly coming back out
Hey.
in a big time moment.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, they're getting ready to go to the World Cup qualifier,
Mm.
um, and I think they're sitting on the side of the field, and the coach is talking to him. Like this is during the saw, so they have to
Mm.
like sit down. But
Mm-hmm.
in that, he's like talking to him, and he's just using that time to do other things. We can't physically be out running around right now because it's the saw. We have to be in this small group, sitting down on the
Mm-hmm.
side. But he's still going to use that for his coaching. But it also shows that he's accepted that that's part of the day, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the culture. We have to respect it. So
Right.
you see that the hardness and strictness like crumbling,
Mm-hmm.
and he's accepting the culture. But you
Mm-hmm.
also see the strengthening of the last place team in the world building up, and they're
Yes.
learning through this training. They're learning through getting ready to go to the World Cup qualifier. We see
Mm-hmm.
more of Jaiyah and how she's accepted by the team, and like her with a towel around her top and a towel around her hair is just
Mm-hmm.
regular. Like that's not like oh, what is going on, or a big thing that the team questions. That's
Yeah.
their sister, their teammate, um, and that's also shows the big difference, right? Because it's nothing to them, but it's like she talks about when she's in Hawaii, um, playing soccer. They like talk shit about her and to
Yeah. She
her,
did not
trying to
feel
mess with
comfortable at
her, and
all.
it's like not comfortable. Can't be your best self in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's such a huge difference from how just familiar and comfortable it is around our people that understand her.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
so
bro.
the team's getting ready to go to Samoa uh, to play in this World Cup qualifier, and it's another one of the things where the churches are praying for them, and they're like really getting ready to be sent off and stuff. So we see a lot of that, the dancing, the um, like parties before. What do you call it? Parties? I don't know. What is a send off, or like
Mm-hmm.
the soccer federation is getting everybody together for a banquet,
Oh yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah. Yep.
that, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But yeah, they're getting ready to fly to Samoa for that World Cup
Mm-hmm.
qualifier, which is
Mm-hmm.
huge international play. Like it has to be like not described, but the Coach Thomas is trying to explain to them like he's dreamt of playing in this type of game all his life, representing on the
Yeah.
international stage for his country. He's never got the chance to do it. He's never got the opportunity to be that good for the Dutch or even the American team. Like that's something that he'd always wanted to do, but they have that opportunity in front of them now. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he says it. He's like, I don't think they understand just how big or important this is, but
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like the setting probably didn't help. They're playing in Apia, you know what I'm saying, and they've been there before to play, and I know, I'm sure they know that it was an important game and stuff. But like, as far as what this truly means, like, bro, you're about to, you're trying to represent your country out here and go play in the Olympics, bro. Like when he was explaining that part, I was like, he's making it feel like a very big moment, which it is, you know what I'm saying? But again, like these dudes are from American Samoa, you know what I'm saying? They haven't sniffed international play at all, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, they don't understand the significance, but shit, that Coach Thomas does, bro.
He's
He'll
trying
gladly remind you what it
to
is,
let them
bro.
know. Yes, come on, Titanic. If
Yeah, motherfucker, this is it, okay?
if it's a really high pressure moment, do you
Mhm.
want someone to explain that to you, or do you want them to just be like, no, just do pretend like this is every day?
No, yeah, I want them to get in my face and remind me. That'll hype me up. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
remind me why the hell we're here. You know what I'm saying? Remind me what we're playing for right now, bro. And I will go out there and I'll give you my heart. I'll give you my heart and soul, dude. Sports. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, bro. Tell me, bro. Say it. Yeah, say it to me. Give it to me straight, bro. Tell me exactly how important this is. So yeah, man, Coach Thomas was letting him know what this is. And just a side note too. Oh, Jesus Christ, I am dying over here. But just a side note too. The goalkeeper, Nicky Salapu, has come out of retirement to come and play with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, he was the third call up. You know what I mean? From Ralston, from Ralston to Raymond, and then Nicky was called to come down and, and I remember Coach Thomas, he was talking about that too. He was talking about having Nicky back and how hard it was for him. Like he was talking about how Nicky was having nightmares about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit haunts him. Like he said that he can tell that he had scars from this. And of course, bro, like the worst defeat in international football history. Like, bro, that's gotta weigh heavy on you, bro. So it was cool to see him come back. Like that takes a lot of nuts to come back and try to make this happen with your old team, you know what I'm saying, with your national team. So,
I would just try to forget about it.
Man.
And what if you gave up 31 goals in a World Cup qualifying game while representing your country? I'd just be like, I just pretend that never happened and move on with my life, right? But he's like, I tried that, but my dreams don't know that that's the plan, so it keeps popping up in my dreams.
Yo,
he says he like sees people every once in a while, and they'll be like, "Are you the guy that gave up 30 goals?" I was like,
no.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah, like fuck, that man, I can't. I'm trying to get some fucking food here. Leave me alone, bro. That sucks, bro. That had to have weighed on bros. Man, what the feezy, bro? And that was in 2001, it said? So he was holding on to that loss, against Australia. Yeah, that was 13 years, bro. Oh, now 20 years. Shit. That was already 20 years ago. So, yeah, Nicky is back with the team. They're over here in Apia for the qualifiers. And for the qualifiers. And the starting lineup is given to them, and to the people's surprise. Well, I mean, maybe not to the surprise of everybody, but Jaiyah has been named to the starting lineup, and she's always been a reserve. What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's always, bro. Yeah, she's always been a reserve. She's always been, on the bench, but the Coach Thomas seen her potential, bro. She is a friggin' dog out there, bro. She is a beast. She be out there like really slide tackling motherfuckers, bro. Like she really put in work. So they literally made history by having her start, and she's the first transgender player to ever start a World Cup qualifying match. You know what I'm saying? So huge significance over there in this qualifying match. And against who of all people? Tonga, bruh. American Samoa's out here playing Tonga in the qualifier, bro. I just want to throw that out there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because we beat them.
Because we beat them and this Samoa. No, bro. Yeah, man. So, Jaiyah's been named to the starting lineup. And, when they're playing, bro, this looks like a completely different team. The way they frame it and stuff and the way they're playing, they're already looking like they're playing way harder than they did the first time under Larry over there, the South Pacific games. Like this just looks like a completely different team. And then, what is it? Yeah, they're, I think it was in the first half before halftime. Yeah. Before halftime.
Jaiyah kicks it, I think, to Raymond, and then he gives it a couple of dribbles before taking a shot from outside of the box that goes through the keeper's hands, hits him in the face, and then spins back into the goal.
Yeah.
And, the announcer is like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, for real.
That's a goal for American Samoa.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's been a long time since anyone's had to say that in this.
Yes, I think that was their first goal ever.
I want to say in 10 years.
10 years, okay.
In 10 years, that was the first time they scored a goal.
In 10 years.
And so now they come out in the first half. At halftime is 1-0 American Samoa. And Coach Thomas is just like, look, just keep focused, all right? try
Yeah.
to get another one, but really, defense. And also, I know he was thinking about their stamina,
Mm-hmm.
which is still an issue. But
Yeah.
yeah, and the way the documentary does it, I'm sure they picked out certain clips from the game and they're cutting it together where it's like, oh, this push and then this drive coming back the other way, a counter attack back for American Samoa, Tonga takes the ball the other way.
Mm-hmm.
We all know soccer is not that exciting in 15 seconds, but documentary chops, so we give that up to the production. But yeah, this
Right.
I think it was 2-0 in the second half, American Samoa, and then Tonga
Mm-hmm.
put up another one. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the game, at the end of the full time, American Samoa had won their first World Cup qualifying game.
Woo!
Yeah, by a score of 2-1.
Yeah.
And got off the field celebrating, happy.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah,
history has
bro.
been made. Hugs, slow motion shots, high
Mm-hmm.
five, people tearing off shirts,
Yep.
foul moving here and all over the place. But it's a huge international story because
Mm-hmm.
even though we in the States don't give soccer its full respect, people all around the world, it's the number one game in
The
the
number
world.
one sport in the world. Yep.
Yeah, so the most people, billions of people,
Mm-hmm.
can and do follow soccer. And the story of the last place team in the rankings finally scoring a goal and finally getting a win and starting the first ever transgender person
Yeah.
in a WC qualifier. All of this story and news rolled into like a really big push where they were getting a lot of exposure and press.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely still had a couple more games to go.
Yeah.
I think the results are they ended up scoring again in the second game.
Mm.
But
Oh
they
yeah,
gave
against
up a
the
goal.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up tying the second game,
Right.
which led them to the final versus Samoa.
Mm.
And in this one, if they win,
Mm.
they get to go play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The
Just
freaking World
yeah.
Cup.
Yeah, bro.
You imagine like if the people you went to school with were on freaking worldwide TV
In
with
Brazil,
hundreds
bro,
of thousands
what?
of people yelling.
Yeah.
Like, soccer stadiums are different. Like,
Mhm.
freaking yeah, that's yeah, that hypes me up just thinking like, oh, people like us could do historic things. And we're seeing it
Yeah,
like
bro.
we're seeing it in the people in this documentary on the field.
Mm-hmm. And how poetic it, like,
JR, everybody.
yeah, like how poetic is it that the last match to go to the World Cup was against our brothers and sisters over there in Samoa? You know what I'm saying? Like, how poetic is that, you know? So it just like the stakes just felt so much higher at this point because they were, you know what I'm saying? And the opponent, you know, and I think they had never scored a goal against Samoa either.
Oh,
I don't think they've ever won. Yeah.
I feel like Samoa probably was looking at them like, y'all ain't shit.
Yeah.
But maybe after that first match versus Tonga, they were like, okay, but we need to actually play for real versus American Samoa because it looks like they actually are scoring goals now.
Yeah, who the hell is that white guy over there with them?
Yeah, what's up with that white devil over there?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this final game, like I said, you can already feel how high the stakes are at this point, you know. It's neck and neck. Nobody had scored through halftime, right? Nobody had scored. Very high pace, but it looked like Rambo. Shout out to Uso Rambo. What is it? Let's see, who did he what? Oh damn, okay, we didn't put him in. Yeah, shout out to Uso Rambo though, bro. Yeah, this dude is awesome, bro. Just like his part on the team is like trying to motivate his people, you know what I'm saying? Motivate his teammates to, you know, well, I think that happens after the win. Oh, that shit was so emotional with Uso. Sorry, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, that was so emotional, man. Shout out to Uso Rambo, bro. He really held it down for his team, but Rambo wasn't doing too well in this game against Samoa, and the Coach Thomas was calling it out. Like it looked like a very competitive game. Nobody had scored through halftime, and then from there. They were putting in new dirt during the halftime.
It was so messed up around like the goal that they had to like put down like some dirt to like dry it up or make the mud a little more solid. I guess. I guess they're having field problems, and also it's been raining hella.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah. It eventually comes down to this push by American Samoa. 0-0 time is like starting to run out.
Ooh, yeah.
Raymond gets this like kick. It's not a cross, but it moves the ball forward enough that American Samoa has a free shot, and the goalkeeper for Samoa comes out and misses this like low ball instead of like a big power kick. It's like just like a low roller to the goal, and it's the goal. The keeper slips. He's gone. He's out of the picture. The ball is just rolling to the goal, ready to score for American Samoa, but it hits the post.
Man.
And the way they slowed it down with no keeper in front of the goal, and the ball just headed straight for the back of the net, but no, it gets hit. I was so sure that ball was going in. Yeah. And so was everybody else on the American Samoa national team. They were just like, oh, this is the time. It's our magic moment. This is where it happens. This is where it like crescendos into something crazy. That ball hits the post, comes back. One of the Samoa fullback takes it, clears it up the side. They start counter pushing up the right sideline. And the American Samoa team, who was like ready to celebrate, who is probably super tired right now.
Hella exhausted.
They get caught on their heels two ways, in that they were unprepared and they're still hella tired. But they're trying to fight to catch up to the Samoa team. But instead, they are able to get past keeper Nicky Salapu for the game winner for Samoa.
Yeah.
And time soon expires after that. And American Samoa falls short in the final game of the World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, man, that was heartbreaking, bro. I was like, I already knew the outcome, right? They weren't gonna make it. He wasn't gonna, they were gonna lose.
I thought they made it. I thought they were supposed to make it.
Nah, bro.
I hadn't watched this before. I thought they were gonna make it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. First time watcher. That's right. Yeah, that's right. First time watcher. But just seeing it again, I was just like, oh, bro, man, bro. And they come so far. And I think it was only, like, how long was Coach Thomas there? Like, when did he come there? I think 3 weeks.
Total.
Within.
I thought it was there for like 6 months or something. I thought they would have needed hella time, or at least there was a big gap of time between the South Pacific Games and the World Cup qualifier happening in the same region. But this coach is only there for 3 weeks, and I feel like made a big changing impact.
What the hell? What a difference in leadership. You know what I'm saying? What a difference that made for this team. You know what I'm saying? And to bring in off island players too in that short amount of time and really build this camaraderie in that 3 week span. Like, bro, he really did something special over there. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Coach Thomas, man. So, they lose to Samoa, and they're all very emotional about it. But then Coach Thomas brings them in the huddle, and he keeps telling them, like, hey, be proud of what you've done. You know what I'm saying? You can walk off with your heads held high. You know what I'm saying? We win together, we lose together, we suffer together. You know what I'm saying? And then, they break from there. And just, man, after that, like, as it was still raining too, wasn't it? It was raining during all this.
I feel like it started raining again.
Man, what? Like,
God, back on.
Yeah, man, God was crying for us, bro. God was crying out for us, bro. He was sad for us, dog. So, at that point, that's when the Uso Rambo is trying to hype up his team.
He's like, come on, guys, we did that. All right, heads held high, American Samoa. No.
Yeah, man.
They always beat us 5-0. We only lost 1-0.
You know what I'm saying? What's up? Yeah, I know. Like,
they always kick our ass, but not today.
Yeah.
Today is a new day.
Yeah. That shit was hard, bro. I love that part. And then when he ended off with it wasn't him who ended with the prayer. It was the other Uso on the team. I didn't get his name on there. It might have been Bati or Pizza, I think. One of the brothers. Yeah. But yeah, that part was, that shit was, that gave me goosebumps, bro. As he was crying and he was saying the prayer in the huddle. Oh, bro. Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is not the result we wanted, but still we thank God for, this experience, this opportunity for bringing us through safely.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, shout out to American Samoa. That's definitely that moment right there, a little snapshot of our people. Like kind of like a standard for our people, even in times where it's like, oh, this is the worst. We're still like, but at least we're here. Like, hey, shout out to God. Shout out to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, from there, that's when everybody's departing at the airport. Everybody's saying their goodbyes, and they do one last dance for Coach Thomas, and for Raleigh too, for Raleigh and I think Raymond too.
Oh, they put Ralston right in the front of that.
Yeah. He didn't know what he was doing, but they did it with him and in honor of him and shit. They did it but they all did it together for Coach Thomas, and it was that's when it starts. Everybody says their goodbyes, and then that's when they do that thing at the end of every documentary, right? It shows what happens after filming was done.
Right. They're talking to like each person, just kind of giving like an update on them. You have Nicky, who was having nightmares before of this 31-0 game to Australia. He's saying like, I feel relieved. Like the stress isn't there anymore. Like he's actually going to be able to sleep, which is great. That's crazy. Jaiyah says Jaiyah wants to represent for people like her. Ace feels like that 31-0 loss is not haunting him anymore because he was on the team that got a win. Coach Thomas talks about how his wife brought his daughter's hat to the qualifier, and he's been wearing it. And he feels like he's gained a whole team full of children. Like he's got 23 more kids now.
Yeah.
Man, that was sad.
Yeah. Yeah. He was talking about how he hadn't cried since his, daughter's stuff. And then he said that, he was crying a lot during the movie.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, he was crying during the movie. So, yeah, bro, definitely life-changing for the team and him. I mean, I hope Coach Thomas still has kept something, because he seemed to have learned a lot.
Yeah, I think he was like the continental coach, like for North America, for like the under-20 team. I think I saw on his Wikipedia page.
What?
Is that after or before? Must have been after. Yeah, but the difference 3 weeks with a professional coach can make, I feel like, kind of shows how undercoached and underfunded we are. Like, because if we just speaking of people in the islands, like, if we had better coaching, better funding into those sports, more people would participate, and it would roll into a bigger following, more people playing soccer, people watching it more, rolling into more people playing soccer. And then we could definitely get our best athletes playing the game. But yeah, that's just shout out to Coach Thomas. Shout out to everybody on the American Samoa national team.
Yep.
That's Next Goal Wins, the documentary.
Next Goal Wins, the documentary. I just want to throw this out there too. That part where Tavita is checking the rankings, that part was sick. When they animated that part, that shit was sick, bro. Yeah, bro. He's at 186 now. Okay? We jumped up 18 spots. All right, quit playing with us, bro. We was at 204. Now we're at 186. All right.
Yo,
so,
huge jump.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that is Next Goal Wins, the documentary, man. As a first-time watcher, bro, what did you think of the movie, bro?
I was taking notes, so I chopped it up a lot. I like paused and I would write down stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when I do note taking, it takes away some of the flow.
Yeah,
but definitely that story, the documentary, the way it was put together, I did enjoy seeing people from American Samoa overcoming adversity. You know, being a good team, and also dealing with a white coach who's crazy from like some foreign land that doesn't understand our ways, and teaching him, you know, the ways of our culture and society, and also learning stuff from them. Great story. I thought it was a great documentary. I know it's won a bunch of awards, and it is also been picked up by Taika Waititi and made into a feature film that will be coming out very soon.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender, who you may know as Magneto, is going to be Coach Thomas. The Soccer Federation head, Tavita, is going to be played by Oscar Kitely. Albert. And then Kai Mana is going to play Jaiyah. And Uli Latukefu is going to play the goalkeeper, Nicky. Uli is the oldest version of The Rock on Young Rock. So there was like the kid version, the high school version, and then the wrestling version.
Yeah,
he's gonna be the keeper. But yeah, definitely go see the movie. And if you have time, definitely see this documentary. Very good football story, and also very heartwarming sports story. It's your second time watching it in 10 years or so. How did you like it? What did you think?
Yeah, man, I can't believe I only watched it twice, bro. This is definitely the kind of documentary I like to watch, you know, something very gripping like this. Like, it's a great story, apart from it being, you know, of our people, you know what I'm saying? That just made it 10 times better, you know, but I love great... You know, I love great redemption stories. I love great, you know, character arcs too. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is a documentary or like a non-fictional work, you know what I'm saying? So this was just it was a great movie, like all around. And the fact that it had people that I was familiar with, and it took place in a place that we lived at for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just made it that much better. You know what I mean? Like it was just, I don't know. I really like this documentary, bro. Just like it's showing the difference of cultures between the coach and the team and how they came together in such a short time too. Like that was really cool. You know what I'm saying? And showing like the other, like, you know, like showing the other, like outside, not really outside, but like the other mini storylines going on outside of the overarching narrative, like Nicky coming back, or Nicky coming out of retirement, the story of Jaiyah and who she is and what she represents for the team. You know what I'm saying? Coach Thomas and his wife and the loss of their daughter. You know what I'm saying? All these different things that just coalesce into a great story, a great sports story. So yeah, bro, on my second watch, I loved it again. And I was mad that we missed the damn goal. We were so close, bro. It hit the post. In such a beautiful way too, bro. Like it was, it was heartbreaking, bro. But man. Yeah, hell yeah.
That was the worst. Well, Samoa counterattacking for a goal that freaking lost us the game was the worst. But that was crazy watching that slow-mo not goal. Well done. Good job, British documentarians.
For real. Yeah, I guess. You should have fucking hired some Samoans though to help y'all with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah, yeah, that was great, man. I mean, I guess our rubric doesn't really apply to this.
We'll have to figure something out for documentaries because they don't have casting and like acting. It's just it's real life stuff. But
okay, I mean, I guess not based on the rubric, just personal opinion, bro. Gun to your head, gun to your head. What out of 10 do you give this documentary, bro? 9. Okay.
9.
Okay. Why is that?
Yeah. I had a gun in my hand.
Yeah, okay, fine. I have a freaking gun in my hand. I give it a 9 out of 10. That's right, Lance.
I know probably 5 of that 9 is just it being our people, our story, and really that being highlighted and just seeing American Samoa, the backdrop, the setting, the location, the people, like recognizing people just like in the background, like, oh yeah, she's worked at Hawaiian Airlines forever. Oh yeah, that's the photographer for the newspaper. Of course he would be there. Oh yeah, that's the guy at the store. That was wild to me. I love that. And then the story of it, all together, definitely give that a 9.
Yeah. Hey,
great wrap up. Great ending.
Bro, what? Yeah, man. Ditto for me, bro. 9 out of 10 for me also, man. For the exact same reasons, bro. Seeing my people in a documentary like this, especially during something like the worst international loss ever, you know what I'm saying, against that backdrop, and then seeing our people on there, redeeming themselves through these couple of games, these couple of World Cup qualifiers is always great to see. You know what I'm saying? I just love seeing our people on screen, and this wasn't no scripted thing either. Like, these are real people that we probably ran into in Samoa. We most definitely ran into in Samoa. You know what I'm saying? So that gives it like an extra like oomph. Like, yeah, this documentary is awesome, bro. So same for me, bro. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me, man.
Get out there and watch Next Goal Wins, the documentary and the movie.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for still tuning in with us, bro. If you made it this far, man, check us out over there at the Polyticket Network, bro. You know what it is, all right? We got the Polyticket podcast out. We got the Pasefika Movie Starter Kit, and we got Way Back Wednesday, okay? Shout out to our Uso over there, Cepha M, bro. You know what I'm saying? We out here just, we out here watching movies and talking mess about them, you know what I mean? So go ahead and watch that Next Goal Wins also, and Next Goal Wins, the movie, the theatrical movie comes out on the 17th. I'm over here sound like we're sponsored by Taika Waititi, bro.
Hey!
Come on the show, bro.
Taika, come on the show.
Taika, come on the show, bro. Oscar Kylie, come on the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, man, shout out to y'all for still sticking with us, bro. Lance, you got anything else to say to these fools? What's up?
Roll the credits. We're out.
You know what I'm saying? Go far. You know what I'm saying?